Just ate dinner. I didn't
Well,
realize dinner was gonna be.
Yeah.
I didn't realize dinner was gonna be so like soon, because I was making potatoes. But then again, I was using my instant pot. So I forget how fast that thing is. I can boil potatoes in 7 minutes.
How many things have you done in the Instant Pot now?
A lot. I
What?
do mac and cheese, potatoes. I've done Mexican birria.
Oh yeah,
Next up
birria.
is tonkatsu ramen.
Dude, it makes me want to use my Instant Pot even more. And my bread maker, and my pasta maker, and all the things that are stored in the garage that, like, we never get to.
Bread maker.
Bread maker is fun. I didn't do it this last year, but I usually make Jewish challah. It's really yummy.
Yeah, I want to make a Chicago-style deep dish from scratch. And like almost completely from scratch. Like I want to make my own mozzarella cheese. I want to make the dough, the tomato sauce.
Hi, Addison. Addison's in the chat. Everybody say hi to Addison.
Addison.
Is Addison
I'm gonna say something else that's questionable, Addison, that you're gonna be able to take and twist in a weird way, but I don't know what it is yet. But I just want to give you the heads up. It's gonna happen. So prepare yourself.
What am I preparing myself for? Maybe I don't want to be prepared. No, don't tell me. Never mind.
Oh.
Yeah, I could not help myself because like I boiled the potatoes and all that, and Amanda finished them. So it was like she threw the potatoes that were already soft in the KitchenAid, and then she just seasoned them, and they were delicious. So it's like a splash of milk, a little bit of horseradish, and a cup and a half of Parmesan cheese with salt, pepper, and they were like it's creamy. It's just so delicious, and I could not help myself. I ate like 4 helpings.
Sounds good. I like doing.
I got the book up. We're on chapter 6. You're right.
6.
Oh, yay! I like doing
set the mood
earth balance butter, like a couple cloves of garlic, crushed black pepper, like fresh crushed black pepper, and maybe a little bit of lemon or rosemary. Either one of those.
What dish is this?
Oh, for the potatoes. Like if I'm doing like the same kind of setup that Fudge is talking about.
Yeah. I've been making really good omelets in the morning, and usually I was taught to like mix the eggs in a bowl, but now I've just been mixing them in the pan on really low heat. And like I feel like it's holding up way better for some reason. So good old salt and pepper omelet in the morning. That's my go-to.
It has something to do with it. Congealing isn't the right word. Naturizing the protein, right? That's what it's going on in that situation.
I don't know. I ain't no scientist. I ain't no mathematician.
I just a guess in here.
You gotta give me an algebra equation to do. Fudge and I were talking about
on the tablet.
Yeah, I don't have the tablet with me, but I could do.
We were talking about.
We could do algebra quiz speed runs with you.
Who can figure it out first?
So if I'm being completely honest, if I were to come up with questions off the top of my head, I'd probably use Magic School, which is like an AI tool that I've been trying to use for some educational resources, just for me to like save time for having to sift through stuff or just to rack my brain from things. I don't know, and hopefully people feel differently about education with AI tools than they do with and stuff. I mean, I know I do.
I've been dealing with AI stuff on my job front as well, in terms of how AI can save time and all that with coming up with questions and ideas and things like that. So Addison has a zit in his mustache. Sounds like a song.
Dude, I hate
Sounds like it'd be a good song.
Or a band name.
Zit in the mustache.
Sounds like fits in the tantrums. That's why.
Yeah.
Zits in the mustache.
Zits in the mustache, fits in the tantrum. A double booked tour. Back to back. Yeah, the job has been pretty cool. I've just kind of been making tutorial videos for instructors using Canvas. And some of the stuff, I'm like, really? Some of the stuff I'm like, I feel like it's self-evident within Canvas, but I guess the student workers that I work with, they get calls about some of the basic functionality every single day. And so I'm glad I'm kind of making these tutorials so that people can go back and remind themselves of how to do stuff really simply and quickly. So
like, when you have the tutorials, are the tutorials on Canvas? Canvas itself.
We don't know where we're gonna host them. It might be Panopto. We're using Panopto as our like video hosting thing.
Gotcha.
But yeah, basically the idea is to kind of make them into like YouTube shorts.
Mm-hmm.
So they can just be easily repeatable and watchable. And so I've been doing a lot of keyframe animations, zooming into the screen, showing exactly where stuff is. And so, yeah.
That's oh shoot.
I remember when I had used Canvas in a previous school, like the lessons that like had led up to like us doing it on our own had these GIFs, I think.
Mm-hmm.
What did
that were
you
like
just
embedded
say?
into like GIFs embedded into
peanut butters,
embedded into the different pages to kind of like to show like where to click and stuff like that, so that way it would auto loop and whatnot. So I wouldn't know if that could be like an option that you might be able to try for if like it's walking through what? Like, where to click.
You know what? I sorry, we're going on the GIFs tangent. Sorry, Baljeet.
No, you're good.
Graphics.
Excuse me, Baljeet. I'm kind of I'm gonna like be devil's advocate here and say GIFs might be correct because in regards to the peanut butter, a GIF can also be crunchy or smooth, right?
Hey, you're right.
Depends on how compressed it is.
I'm gonna start calling them graphs then.
Graphs.
Graphs.
Look at this graphs.
Look at this graph, this long neck.
Look at this graph. Listen, I think the universe is speaking to me. People have to be, you know, saying GIF for a reason, right? Maybe it's because the peanut butter is so prominent, but then also it kind of makes sense but it makes sense in the context because like GIF and GIF, like sometimes they're crunchy, sometimes they're smooth. So.
But you know what? It happens
what is GIF?
A quick amount of time. So it happens in a GIF.
Stand for?
Graphical in your face. I don't know.
Good.
Interface something, but fine. It's graphical then. Graphical interface.
I'm being funny. I'm so sorry. To upset your brainstem.
Graphics interface format. There you go. Change format. Okay.
Wait. Are you apologizing to us?
I'm apologizing to everyone now. I guess I'm just a town fool now. Sorry.
I'm gonna put wax wings on you and throw you into the sun.
Last time you were the king of the stream. And now,
king of the stream.
Now what's happened?
Last time I was playing tennis, it was like really, really hot, and we were doing 2-on-1 games, and I was on the side where the sun was beating down, like the most, and like the sun was like right in my face, and like every time I won a game, I'm like, I'm the king of the desert. I win.
You know what I hate? I hate that I want to play pickleball now.
I don't think that's hateful.
The
I think
music
it's
got
fun.
so intense for that.
You think it's fun?
Yeah.
I might need to look into a paddle. Fastest growing sport in the U.S. apparently.
It's true. Yeah, you and all the old
Frisbee
folks
golf
can
is
get
up
together.
And Frisbee golf is getting up there. Like yesterday, I came home and there was a ton of people up at the park doing Frisbee golf. Like at least 20 to 30 people.
Pickleball.
I'm so done hearing the word pickleball. A racket on each head. I'm the king of the desert.
Honestly, pickleball's like a cult, man. I'm just like I'm a little over it. I was over it day one.
My chemistry teacher
And
plays
not the
pickleball.
sport itself, but like just the mantra
Do you feel
that
like it's
pickleball
overhyped?
brings. I think it's overhyped, and I think it's an easy way out for a lot of people who don't want to put in the effort to learn the finesse of tennis. And I think you can learn both. You can do both, but I feel like a lot of pickleballers just give off an obnoxious vibe, and I'm not into it.
So I'm trying to think, what? So is
No.
pickleball closer to was it table tennis, or is it closer to
Yes.
like it's been so long since I
Like
played.
Pickleball.
It's like a weird in between. No, you know
It's
what?
a,
I think
it's
would
just
be
a
annoying
small.
is-
It's just a small court with paddles and a wiffle ball. And
Are you allowed to spike the ball?
Yeah.
You're gonna spike the pickle.
I would break so many wiffle balls like that.
But it's fun. It's fun. It's just I can't get into it like I've been into tennis, but I have a bias, so you know. Let's see. What else? We were talking about the yeah, we're talking about getting more exercise, and I just feel like the rainy season always you know, doesn't help me exercise. I just want to stay in. But yeah, I
They're
miss
postmenopausal white women.
I miss
What?
tennis.
Say it again.
Addison's spouting some shit in the chat.
Oh no.
It's just a wicker baskets and damaged. Bless me.
Wicker
Bless
basket,
this
wicker
mess.
basket,
Live,
wicker
laugh, love, wall arts. She found it, Ross.
Yeah. In other words, they're obnoxious people who play pickleball. There are an overwhelming amount of them. But yeah, I miss exercise, and I miss racquetball. I really miss racquetball.
Getting hit on the sides on accident
Yeah.
when you get too close.
I shouldn't have ate a whole burrito that one day.
I'm about to
But
eat
it
this whole
is
burrito
what
right
it
now.
is. It is what it is. Yes.
Eat this whole burrito right now.
See, Satil here was giving away a TV, and
A TV.
I went with him. And afterwards, we had breakfast, and he's like, "Hey, you want to go do racquetball after this?" And I was like, "Sure." But when
we got into
place-
the character making.
yes, so we got to the place, and I ate the entire burrito. It was a gargantuan chorizo with potatoes and cheese and egg, and it was fantastic.
I only had half of mine.
Me, but like that kind of sealed the deal for me. When Satil went, "Let's make our characters for D&D," I was like, "That sounds like a good idea." I rolled with that because I knew I was too full to go do racquetball.
I have not watched Game Set to Machu Picchu. I've never watched that, but it sounds like a Japanese game show, potentially.
Is it tennis anime?
There's tons of them. No, I don't think so. I don't know.
You ever seen that old show, MXC?
Yes.
It's like a a horribly dubbed over like Japanese show.
Takeshi's Castle, I think, right?
Takeshi's Castle. And MXC is just like takes it to like new heights.
Oh, it's a shitpost anime. Got it. Sounds fun.
Oh, that reminds me of, speaking of anime, while I was sick, I caught up on Made in Abyss and caught up on whatchamacallit?
Requit Ball.
Wait, what? Requit Ball. Requit.
I never watched Made in Abyss, and there's tons of other anime that I will never ever get to. But I've been recommended that. Why? Because I have too many different things that I like to do.
I tried that one out, I think, or once I started one episode just because it was, I don't know, I don't remember why I started it, but I continued watching it because like it had kids that are from orphanage, and so that kind of like hit home for me because like I'm adopted, so I was like, you know what, let's see where this goes. And there was another one I was watching, but like they cut the story way too short. But Made in Abyss has been pretty good, but so far they don't feel like it's too fast of a pace.
Yeah. There's so many shows I've stopped and started, and I can't dedicate my time to every single one of them, and not every one of them grabs me the same way either. And some of them I gotta give time. So. On the other hand, I don't know.
You want
Mauricio's got like a manga addiction, you know. So, or did. There's a lot of manga in there.
I don't have space. Okay?
I know.
I don't have space.
If you had more, yeah, that's the problem, right?
But
space. you watch quite a bit of anime, and mostly it's One Piece right now, right? Yeah. So
I am 800 episodes in. 800 episodes in. Okay. I am I have like I'm 3/4 of the way through. I'm catching up.
Almost there.
I have like 240 episodes left, and that is nothing. That is absolutely nothing compared to what I've been through. And I'm gonna be so sad once I catch up.
It's a wait. It's a wait.
And like
you got kids that like to spoil stuff.
And I have to finish Bocce the Rock. I have like 2 episodes left on that.
I also want to watch that.
Mashle came out, and I binged all of Mashle and season 2 as it's coming out.
Yeah, I can't do that. I just can't do that. I don't know why. I'm not built for like binge watching.
It's like my favorite medium. Like
yeah. But I appreciate it. I appreciate there's so many different things. I just don't have time for all of them.
Right. Did you ever watch what's it called again? Ranking of Kings?
I started that one.
I need to finish Ranking of Kings. I would die. Like if anything ever happened to Boji, I would kill everybody in the room and then myself. That is
season 2 out? I haven't watched if there is a season 2.
I don't know. But I started that one and it's really cute. And I've just started so many of them.
It doesn't feel as tropey as other ones, which I really enjoy, and the animation style is different. And then like the signing in there too. I just thought that was there's so many cool little intricacies I think with it.
Yeah. I always look for the shows that are super unique like that.
It has 2 seasons.
Okay, so I gotta catch up on that too.
I have to watch this one. Yeah. Like the thing is, when I find one that really gets me, I just have to finish it. Like I started Kaguya-sama Love is War, and I started that and I finished it.
Another one I've been recommended many times. But like I also have like a bunch of Blu-ray collections that are like classic anime that keep getting released, new releases out here. Stuff that's never been released in the West widely either. So like I'm really invested in that stuff too when I get to it. And so it's just like I don't know. I got to make a choice. I can't get to everything. But I appreciate that like there's so much to like about all these shows. It's just yeah.
Yeah. And last one I'm going to bring up. It's one that I binge watched so much so that I was like late for work for a couple times. My like first year, second year teaching, and that was Erased. It's only 12 episodes.
You're watching anime in the morning
Erased?
before work?
I used to do it where I would. This is pre-baby.
Yeah. I remember Erased. I need to also get to that one.
It was a mystery, which is what I liked about it.
Yeah.
But it was, yeah. I had to watch at least 2 episodes in the morning for that one.
Nice.
Maybe it was more than 12 episodes.
Full hour. You must have been waking up real early to fit
to.
those in. Yeah. Maybe that's what I gotta do. I just gotta like get to bed at the right time so I can like get up at like 3 a.m. and do all the activities I want to do before I get to work.
Oh boy, 3 a.m.
Yeah. Like I gotta get on that medieval sleeping schedule. 2 sleeps diurnal.
So okay, so I'm gonna derail this a little bit and go back to our D&D talk, right?
Yeah.
So derail, yeah.
So after the whole burrito thing and going back and making our characters, we faced a problem. Mitchell could not find his dice to roll for a character because we completely randomized our characters.
Yep.
So it was funny. So we're looking everywhere, right? To the point where he's like, oh, I'm going to check my backpack. So he takes it out and he puts it down. He's just like rummaging through it and goes, okay, it's on this backpack. So I take one of the other ones and I was like, I'm going to shake it. So I start shaking it and I hear rattling, right? And he's just like, that sounds like dice rattling to me. But then he's like, it could also be Tums. A bottle of Tums. So I open up the backpack. I open up to where I hear the rattling. And I look and I see Tums. And underneath the Tums, I see like a little plastic sandwich bag, but I pay no attention to that because my brain is just like, automatically, it was Tums. So I take out the Tums, I shake them a bit, and I was like, you were right, they were Tums, and I threw them back in the bag, and I closed the bag, and then I walked out of the room.
And then we keep looking, and then I keep looking, and then I found out they're beneath the Tums, so, oops.
Oops, all Tums.
That sandwich bag that I saw contained the dice, but
Yes.
I just saw the lip, and I went, nope, it can't possibly be in here. The sound I was hearing was Tums, and just went, fuck that sandwich bag. I don't want anything to do with that sandwich bag. It's not dice. But
Yeah,
in
make
fact,
a note for my next D&D campaign. A plastic bag underneath Tums.
the plastic bag underneath the Tums. That's the dice.
Yeah, but character making was so much fun, and I was explaining to Baljeet earlier that we followed a process that completely randomized the characters. So it's like, I mean, for me, I don't know if this is like for you, Mauricio, but for me, like it's like a character I would never choose to play on my own, and I think that's what makes it so exciting. And so I'm excited to see how that evolves, and I think whenever we start another campaign with new characters and stuff, I want to do the same process again. I like the other character I made, but I don't know. It's like it's a totally different vibe, and I think it gets my creative juices flowing about like, oh, how do I get into that person's head? It's like the actor brain in me. Like, oh, how would I play that part that I would never, consider to make for myself? I love that. So that's my character making thingy majig.
I like it. It sounds like a good idea.
So
I'm
to
gonna try it
cap
for the
off
next
this,
one shot.
yes, you should. I'll send you the guide. So to cap this off, do you want to talk about your Frankenstein anecdote?
Yes. So I had a friend in college that I guess I had known at some point in time in elementary school as well. But just for something with his appearance, I wanted to call him Frankenstein for some reason. Not like the monster, not Frankenstein's monster, but Frankenstein for some reason. And so when I was just thinking back on this person and thinking I wanted to refer to him as Frankenstein, I remembered that he had made a route out of a rock wall at the school called Frank Stein, after a person whose name was Frank. And it was made with these green amorphous holds that were just of like varying sizes, just all across the wall. And it was just ironic that he created this. He named it Frankenstein, but also in my memory of him, completely forgetting about the route, I wanted to call him Frankenstein. So it's just weird with those things lining up.
All right. So without further ado, I think that was the just chatting portion of the stream.
What up?